Welcome back, team, to the next episode of the Life of Chains campaign here with our teammates, our wonderful August players who have just escaped the Hydra team. Remind me what happened last time on D&D before we jump on into the fray today.
My very intelligent Paladin made a bad decision and got snatched up by a Hydra.
That is
Almost.
true. That is a short way of saying what happened. You got snapped up by the Hydra, but I mean, you're still out there. You got out. What else happened, team?
Someone's friendship got crushed, destroyed with the touch of a hand.
That's right. That's right. Pox betrayed the trust of the Ulchiore and murdered
Listen,
them in cold blood.
It was for my new friends.
That's right.
That's right.
I would do anything for the people I met yesterday. I would even kill other people that I've met today.
I have
I'll-
my reasons for killing it.
Oh.
I'll take being above the totem pole.
Yeah, as it would appear for Pox, it's just a matter of how long have you known him? Like, have you known him like 12 hours or 6 hours? Because that's a really big difference in determining whether or not you live or you die.
I love
Anyway,
it.
what else happened, team?
601. Ooh, you're good. You're
You're
good. You're lucky.
We got
Oh, what
into
else?
a battle with that Ulchior, and then we went down into that hole and found this
Weren't there
dwarf
dwarves?
guy. Yeah, there's
That's right. And there were
That's some nice
dwarves. So, team,
Yeah.
that is exactly where we pick up with our session today. All of our teammates are being pulled up atop the rope that's being held on by Thumbclaw Big Axe, listening to the commands that Solana had recently given him. And just as you hoist yourselves out over top of the ledge, you feel this strange sensation of moisture wicking against your skin as Pox rises up in a gaseous form. Meanwhile, the dwarves stand there from afar, their shovels sort of at their like waist high or like slightly over waist level. Like the shovels look as though they're for much bigger creatures, but the dwarves, they'll have to make do. They're smaller, but they got these big shovels in their hands, and they're just sort of almost resting their chins on them as they watch you all ascend back up onto this level. You can smell the creature down below from the layer, the acid that could have been spewed over top of your bodies, the froth as you land down onto the surface here. But the cavern inside is just a little bit warmer than where you've been, regardless of the little bit of warmth and the torch light that you can see here. You're very, very cold this far deep down into the darkness. The dwarves just simply wait to hear what you are going to say, giving you a look as if to say, "I told you so! Why'd you go there? What do you want to do?"
I would like to be pulled
it was an
to
accident.
the map.
Oh, you're not here yet? Tisk. Late.
Alright.
Wait, I'm still missing Solana.
Yes, I just realized I need to open up my character sheet. So you guys, do you need me there right now? I'm just trying to get that.
No, just tell me when it's time to pull you in.
Will do. Will do.
Oh, that's the gasket form.
What did you say? I missed that.
That flying thing is Pox flying around.
Absolutely, that is the closest
Yes.
I can get to a mini representation of gaseous form at the present moment in time. So he is a big cloud of gas filling the area.
Yeah, maybe I can make it easier for you. Boom. I return to normal.
You end gaseous form?
Yay.
Yes.
Very well. You end gaseous form, and as your body separates, the atoms begin recondensing back into yourself, and you finally, your body begins to form. You can see all these pieces of like the metal of your gear beginning to like snap back into place. Your belts and your boots. This sort of wardrobe slides out over top of the rest of you. The mask reappears itself, sort of like this shroud of shadowy darkness in the middle of amidst the mist, the metal and fabric. And then the dwarf from afar goes, "Oh, What a lovely trick you got there!
Thank you.
Can you turn other people into mists?
I've never tried, but, I believe I could. Yes, I believe it's theoretically possible if one is willing.
Alrighty then. And what, just out of curiosity, what happens when someone becomes,
Gas.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
you sort
What
of...
happens?
You know the feeling when you get very, very drunk, and you feel like you're floating on air.
Aye.
A bit like that. But you have
Right,
no...
so when you're telling me that when you're a gas and you're floating around the air, you're like bumping into rocks and things. It's
About
like
so, actually.
Ah.
But you just kind of... You're like a cloud.
Right, so you're knocking into things, all you wannabe wiggers, and then you can't even knock over all your stuff.
Right, yes. You just sort of pass through. You've got it.
Right, that's a pretty good deal. So how many?
How many?
Right,
2.
he walks over to where you're at, offers up a hand to you, and then sort of like rifles it into his belt, into where his like under things are at, his undergarments, pulls out 2 gold coins and hands them to you.
Thank you. You wish to become gas?
Hey, what you waiting for? Come on!
All right. Yes, you won't be able to tell me, if you are done. Just float around my head when you're done. You'll understand.
What are you talking about?
After
After I've had a night of drinking, I don't tell nobody when I'm done. I just pass out on the floor somewhere.
Very well. In about, I would say, give or take an hour, you will, return to this.
Can we just ask
No.
why he's doing this? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt this lucrative business deal, but maybe a little bit of conversation about your goal in becoming gaseous?
Well, that's
I
really
mean-
quite simple. I mean, you ever been intoxicated? Huh?
Obviously, yeah.
Right, well, that's a pretty good feeling now, isn't it?
I suppose. I mean, very well.
Do you just want straight alcohol? We might have some. Like, is that easier, or are you just wanting to experience this?
Oh,
I have some mushroom spores if you'd rather,
That's a trip, let me tell you.
reach new heights that way.
Should definitely try those.
no,
See?
I've had the shrooms before. I've had all kinds of fire wine that's up there on the surface. What I want is the kind of experience you can't get anywhere else. The kind of experience you can only get from strangers that walk into your home and try to fight your guard hydra for no apparent reason. Right? And when's the next time I'm gonna have people like here knocking down my door, refusing to get away when I told them to get away, and then going right down into the hydra where I just told them not to go? Huh?
Yes,
You
question.
think anybody else is gonna come right down here, do all those things, and then still have the gumption to hand me some intoxicating mist? I don't think so.
He's got a
the
point.
thought of them coming around more than once or twice a lifetime.
If you'll humor me for a moment, why do you have a guard hydra?
Mind your own
How
business.
did you get it down there?
This is a conversation
impressive.
about gases.
I know, you won't
not
be
the
able
kind
to
that comes
speak
out
once
your
you're a
ear,
gas.
of course.
Of course. But it's just a magnificent feat. I mean,
Right?
you must be some legendary warrior to have gotten that down there. What? Why are you down here in this
I've slain
cave?
A beast or two, a wee beastie or two in my time. I'm pretty strong.
Is there any other?
Begins moving around his body parts
Can I-
into like a good show of muscle. Places the big shovel over the back of his head and like slightly bends it, going yeah.
Can I do an insight check
Yes.
on if it's
what do you-
actually his
please do.
specifically? Okay.
While she's doing that, is there anybody who would like to do anything else?
I'd love to also get pulled into Tailspire.
What a great time to say that.
Ah,
I see your character.
Progress.
There we go.
13.
13. Does anybody want to do anything else while she's doing that check?
Yeah, I'm gonna lay on hands myself, seeing as I'm at 11 hit points from that little Hydra downstairs.
I understand. I understand. Absolutely, you have to do what you must.
Um,
Anybody else want to do anything?
just gonna
Very well.
wait for that to be done.
You stand at attention, everyone, in mid-conversation as Solana begins to like question the appearance of the dwarf and whether or not his body language suggests the truth of his words. And while you're doing that, there's a sort of a shimmering, sort of a swamp, sort of a noise as this evocative red magic flows out from Ghroga, moving through his bent and slightly battered armor, and he begins to heal himself. You notice, Solana, that he seems to be showboating quite an awful lot, though he stroked his beard only about a half measure, and you're aware that dwarves, when they're serious, when they're telling, like when they're really proud, they would stroke the full beard, go the whole length of the thing, right? A half stroke means that he was probably a little ashamed of what was likely a lie or a tall tale about the information he just told. You've been around a dwarf or two in your time, which is incredible because dwarves are nearly extinct. So it's fantastic that you've met at least, a handful enough of them to know that about dwarven culture. What do you know? How about that?
I've just studied. It's fine.
How much gold do you have?
You ask him how much gold he has, and he turns over to you and says, "Oh well, if it ain't the freaky deaky no balls robot guy." You
I thought I heard something
how
like
much kind
that.
of gold I got? For what
It's a long
purpose?
conversation.
And now it all comes back to you.
Yes, why don't we go ahead and, make this happen, and we can be on our way. Solana, you seemed troubled?
The Hydra's relatively large, and I don't quite know how you were able to personally, how were you able to personally get it down there?
Oh, right. Well, you see, that's a long story. That's a story over a couple of drinks we're gonna share. So, have at it, Mr. Man. And he sort of goes, "Drink me in the mist."
I look around him to the female behind him, being like, "Hey, if we talk more while he does this, I just have a couple more questions, but he seems to be really focused, so I don't want to keep bothering him. Is it alright if we chat like girl to girl?"
The woman looks to you with clear disdain for whatever this other dwarf is doing. She's sort of shaking her head, going, placing her hands on the shovel, and just sort of like when you say, "Can we still talk?" She goes, and like there's a little bit of you can see that she's preparing to endure the length and breadth of your company over there in the corner. And she's steeling her resolve for what will undoubtedly be an unfavorable conversation.
Most people do when they talk to me. It's fine.
Oh.
It's fine.
Well, here we go, I suppose. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Laying my hand on his chest.
And do you, in fact, cast gaseous form on him?
I do.
Very well. In that case, in an instant, you place your hand atop him. You say the command words, and without any ado, he immediately turns into a big, gigantic cloud of gas, spreading out to fill the huge 20-foot cloud, 10-foot cloud space. He immediately begins to move 10 feet in that direction, towards the pit with the Hydra in it.
He's either going up to get out or going down to get something down there, and I really don't know which. Ma'am, do you by chance know which way he's going?
You walk over to the dwarven woman, who seems to have, from your perspective, getting a little bit closer to her, you can see that she's wearing like normal commoner's clothing. That's what I described to you before. But her hair seems to be much thinner than the other dwarf, as though she hasn't been taken care of. It doesn't have quite the right vitamins into her body. Perhaps being down in the Underdark here for such a long time is not doing well in her health, or perhaps she's just getting older. When she opens this to speak to you, you can see that she's missing a tooth or two, getting a little bit closer. And she says, well, what did you want to know about the thing down there?
I mean, really, I have a lot of questions. Like, who are you? Why are you here? Why is he here? Why does he want to become a gaseous form? Was it just because of alcohol? Because I really don't think it was just because of the alcohol. And also about the Hydra, I guess, would kind of sum things up. And if you want to get existential, I'm happy to go into like a deeper conversation, but I feel like I'm already putting enough on your plate, so you could just answer as you wish.
Is that all?
Really the tip of the iceberg, but...
She immediately sort of begins like backtracking away from you as you talk, and sort of like raising her hands as though you are somehow throwing stones at her. She sort of like picks up a bone and like rattles it in your direction and says, too much! One at a time! Stop it!
Where do you think he's going?
Ask her about the people we're looking for.
I forgot about them. The necromancer, wizard, experiment scientist people.
As you both move up to continue this conversation,
Ghroga
and...
I'm gonna stay over there.
Oh, you want to...
I want to do her.
Okay.
I'm holding concentration.
Go ahead. What'd you say, Xanthar?
I wanted to do an insight check while she's answering Lana.
What? An insight check for what exactly?
Whatever she answers.
Yeah, like insight check to tell if she's lying, if she's telling the truth, if she's if she's maybe there's more to the story, or if there if there's something that you would have known about, or if it would be relevant to your quest. There's a lot of things that insight could be for. I mean, primarily probably for lying, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, just if she's concealing something or deliberately trying to mislead us.
Sure. As you continue to have this conversation, Ghroga, I see you've moved away. Are you also doing something in particular?
Not in particular. I just don't want to be above that pit in any way.
Gotcha. The gaseous form continues to move down, further towards the Hydra, and subsequent areas. The question, Solana, the first one that you had asked her was, where is he, say it again, where was he going? Is that right?
Yeah, where do you think he's going?
She peers over your shoulder, or trying to do so, then like looks down underneath with her shorter stature and says, oh, well, probably I'd say he'd was going right down. Oh, that sounds about right.
Is there something near the Hydra that he wants, or is he just saying hi to the Hydra? I don't think that's the answer, but anything's possible.
Well, there's the wee beasties. They usually, if somebody puts a thing down there, then they want to hide something, right? So, maybe he's going down to get some treasure he left behind.
want to say to her, I don't think that Hydra is your pet. I think that you guys were trying to get through there and you used us to try to get something that the Hydra was protecting.
Oh, no. That's not what's happening here, no. That is our pet. Mm-hmm.
And then why did you need to go down there with Gassian's form?
Oh, no, I don't think he's... I think he's just drunk on the mists. So he's
Insight check.
doing whatever drunken dwarves do when they're drunk.
Interesting.
Better he
there-
ruins the Hydra's day than ours. And
You
the
know,
gaseous
he-
form continues descending.
I'm going to keep watching it over the edge and see if it goes from whence the Hydra came or what he's doing exactly.
Can you dispel that?
Yes.
Oh, I can dispel it instantly. I'm concentrating on it right now.
Do we want to get past that Hydra?
I don't know. It depends on if the people we're seeking are down there. But maybe we need to investigate this area further. Who
What's
knows?
your
Maybe
name?
these are they.
What's your name, ma'am?
I don't know if you've quite earned the right to know my name yet, but tell you what, I'll tell you my name.
Hey.
If what?
What?
What are you
I
saying?
said people and their names.
Right. I don't know if you've quite earned the right to know my name yet, but I tell you what, I will make an exchange for you. You seem quite nosy, miss. So, what I'll do is I'll tell you my name and anything else you'd like to know about me and him and his drunken state and what we're doing, where we're going, and where we're from. Any sort of information you want to know. But what I want you to do first for me is to go around the wee little corner over there. And I want you to cure the Nothix.
What?
Cure what?
The Nothix.
Is it like a piece of leather that you need us to cure, or is it more like a medical doctor?
Oh! You don't know what the one-eyed monster things are, eh?
Clee?
Why would we cure those Nothics?
Right, well, because they used to be pretty strong spellcasters, and because they were cursed, they've become left in this ruinous state, this strange gobbledygook creature, and I find their look quite offensive. Don't want to look at them, and their big, spooky, scary eyes anymore.
It's pretty valid.
You trust me? You go around the corner, you will see them, you will understand.
I mean, I suppose if I stop concentrating, though, he's going to hopefully that Hydra's trained.
What?
Hello, Mist. Don't go too far, or you'll not be missed anymore.
Are you trying to tell me that you're going to let him die down there?
Would you like us to?
Damn.
It's just got real.
She
She
thinks
had to
really long about that one. There's like a slight little sparkler, a twinkle in her eyes. And then she just sort of like makes a nonchalant sort of curve of her body and says, I don't know. It's sort of vaguely non-committal, but more towards a yes than a no. As though she probably wouldn't attack you if he died.
So, you're right. I have been very nosy, but that was normally that's fine, but it wasn't because I didn't really share about us. So, let me rectify that. We're traveling down here because we're trying to take care of some, or at least find some necromancy scientists that might wander into your domain in an area that you don't want them to be. And we could help bring them back to a different area out of your way. But in the meantime, if there's anything we can do to help you, I'd be more than happy to. Girl to girl.
Oh. Right, okay. Yeah, so he's right around the corner. You go take him.
Just that's the only...
Yeah,
Not
he's
also the one down below? That's
He's
like...
what? No, you said you want to take him away? Mm-hmm. You take the man away?
Is he down there, is he the scientist necromancer we're looking for?
Yeah, right around the corner. Mm-hmm. You can, if you're gonna do that and you're gonna take him away, then you could just kill the spooky eyes for me. That would be great.
So the necromancer's over there, and the spooky eyes are over there.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Insight
right.
check.
Go for
Seems
it.
to track. I mean,
I was gonna
Ooh,
do that. So I got the high wisdom, but
Go for it. We can both roll
you already
separately.
said you wanted to do wisdom insight check, so by all means, please do so.
Mine was a 6, so hopefully his is
insight
better.
or perception? Sorry.
You said insight.
Insight.
25 is really solid. So, Xanthar, you realize quite immediately that this woman is clearly has, like, there's a much more complex interweaving of relationships and backstories that you don't quite understand in this moment, what's going on between her, the other dwarf, the spellcaster, the Nothix. Clearly, this is not a very cut and dry scenario of, good, evil, bad, right, and wrong, and that there are people that probably stand to gain and lose quite a bit from whatever it is you're about to go do, and she clearly stands to gain quite a lot if you take care of the spellcasters for her. You get the impression as though she's far more overly eager for you to accept this quest and to do that for her than any of the other stuff you've talked about with her thus far, as though you'd be doing her a personal favor or a service. But she doesn't seem to be dissembling or lying to you. And it's not a
Is there
crime to be
anything-
over eager.
What are these pages like behind me here?
You want to go over and take a look at them?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a perception or an investigation check. The pages
perception.
seem to be incredibly muddied and torn. As though,
Natural 1. There we go.
Nice! Is that a group or personal failure?
Personal.
Very well. As you reach down towards the pages and go to pick them up, they're so worn and frayed and just ripped up and torn that when you try to lift them up underneath the mud, there's sort of a rock that's laying down adjacent to the edges. You pull a little bit too fast with your robot-like body, the mechanical, pieces, not knowing your own strength with such a light material, and you find yourself tearing the thing and being thrown backwards right onto your keister, slamming onto the ground with a big cacophonous clanging and banging.
wow.
Everyone looks over to you and scoffs. You get flashbacks and memories from when you were in 3rd grade, and that awful bully Tony Robinskin pushed you down onto the ground and kicked you. Everyone laughed as you wet your pants. But then you remember that you're a Warforged, that you've never had that sort of a dream, because you can't piss your pants. And that's only then do you realize that someone else has implanted terrible memories into your body, in your creation. Didn't think that's what your nat 1 would be, did you? Did you?
Interesting. Okay.
I'm gonna go over and offer my hand, be like, "Oh, are you okay? Do you need help up? Come on, it's okay. No one saw. It's okay. No one's looking. You're okay." And I'll help him up.
My pants.
I really doubt that. But not to judge you, but oh my god, do you actually have balls then? I don't know anything. I'm sorry. I don't want to assume. Just get up. Help him up.
Deck me for pee.
I can't guarantee this gaseous form for him much longer. I'm losing sight of him.
Yeah, just undo it. Just let go. See what happens.
Not too worried about that.
She gives you like a raised eyebrow that says it all. The one moment of the raised eyebrow, you have the understanding that she's reviewing in her mind that you had just told him it'd be active for an hour, and then the whole concept of whether or not this was a trick all along. But whether or not any of that is true, she doesn't seem to really care. But she's very interested in the result.
Well, I assumed he'd stay here.
Is it like
I
a
can't
line of
control where he
sight
goes.
thing?
I mean, I can concentrate on him, but I don't know where he is. I'm concentrating, but I'm not quite sure. I can see him near the bottom, but that's about all.
We let him continue enjoying that. He's clearly enjoying his trip. Maybe let's all just take a little breather. I want to do a little bit of casting just to try and get kind of more comfortable after all of this craziness. Is that okay if I sit down and do some casting? Okay, I'm going to sit down.
The dwarf woman sort of scoffs. Magic. And then she goes back to the bodies.
Okay. I'm going to start ritual casting because I didn't prepare it, but it's in my spell book. Detect. Wait, no, did I not? No. Oh wait, I can actually I misread it. I can actually just straight up do this. Don't have to take 10 minutes. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Ah, very well. When you cast Detect Thoughts, is there anything, anything in particular you want to focus on?
When I'm actually casting, I'm gonna keep it general, but then once it's cast, I'm gonna look towards the female dwarf and kind of try and get further information about all of this.
Very well. I believe that the first person who's nearest you when you cast Detect Thoughts and you're sort of using it in a generalized format is Xanthar. So Xanthar, what's the most immediate thing? What are the most immediate surface thoughts on your mind?
Probably peeing his pants.
I'm sad that I peed my pants.
Oh god, just more of that. That's dark place.
Solana, would you like to probe
Now you know
deeper
whose
into
thoughts
those
they are.
thoughts?
No, absolutely not.
Are
We'll
you
just let
sure?
him. I'm a little bit tempted
want
that I
to
could
know.
find. I mean, actually, maybe try and figure out who placed those memories. I don't know.
It's up to you whether you want to do it or not.
Oh, screw it. It's too fun. Yeah, I'll dive deeper.
Xanthar, this could be considered potentially PvP. Do you allow this probing?
I'm all about probing.
Very well. I'm glad to hear that you're very pleased to have your
Probing.
fellow team members probe away at you. By all means, Solana, you may probe as deep as you like, and I need Xanthar to make a wisdom saving throw. Or if he wants, he can just allow you to probe in as far as he wants.
Just probe me.
I really
The
thought
bits.
last week with the balls that would be like the new peak, but we've already surpassed it like immediately.
Immediate. I love it.
That's custom drawn on my character. Underneath the armor.
All right, so when she probes deeper, Xanthar, she gains any insights into your reasoning, like your emotional state, anything that might like loom really large in your mind, things that you like absolutely love, things that you hate. You know that she's probing into your mind as she does this, as a matter of fact.
What's in there?
That's for you to tell us.
I don't remember. Like, I just know I peed my pants and someone put a memory in there.
You don't remember what you love or what you hate? You don't remember if you have any like you don't know what your reasoning is as a character?
I
Hope
I like
Yeah.
Warforged, and I want to keep them safe.
Anything else you'd like to add to that?
There's like a lot of like terrible like jerk thoughts in my head. Like I'm just
Go
not a
on.
nice robot. Yeah. Nothing specific.
But like your silence is because you're like trying to say the not nice things kind of thing.
I said my character's supposed to be kind of a jerk.
Interesting.
Think the jerky thoughts.
What is the jerk? What is the jerk thought? What kind of jerk are you? Are you the kind of jerk who like pushes people around and bullies them, or are you the kind of jerk who's
Like the
verbally
movie The Jerk. Like, is there a cork on the fork? Why is there a cork on the fork? You never saw it?
No, I've seen it. So you're like, oh, I don't
Hey,
need
Mark,
anything. I just need my lamp. Just my lamp and this chair and nothing else. Just this lamp and this chair and my dog. Urgh, not my dog. Just this lamp and this chair and my thermos. That's you.
Can you tell me about how
Why
you
is the
grew
cork on
up?
the fork?
Oh, wow.
Very well,
That's an old movie.
Solana,
Good to
that
know.
is what you glean. Xanthar is wondering about pissing himself. How that has happened. He loves Warforged, and he needs only his thermos and nothing else.
But do you like? Would she be able to find something in there that I don't know?
Do you not know yourself, your own mind?
I'm thinking like, okay, if there was something implanted in my head,
Right.
and I wouldn't know who did it. But if she's like Jean Grey or something, and she's searching around there,
Wide
maybe she
open.
could-
I would say not at the present moment. Not at the present moment. But she could peruse through some of those. If she wants to, she could probe into those traumas that you have, and then learn more about that. That's an option she's got. Solana, you can choose to probe into the past traumas. You can probe further into his love for Warforged, or you can learn more about the thermos and why he needs it, and nothing else.
You
I might be my
know,
pants.
Or,
much as-
or if you want, you can probe further into peeing his pants, and maybe, just maybe, you might make him pee his pants.
for the sanctity of the space and trying to minimize the amount of spilled liquids on said space,
Yes.
I
Yes.
will try to be a respectable teammate, and I will kind of leave and just kind of say, I'm so sorry, I was just really curious, my bad. Nothing in here was really surprising though, it's fine, right? It's fine. And that's kind of like my departing words to him in his head as I back out.
Nothing in here was real surprising, and you leave.
So,
Very well,
but she
you
wasn't
do
intending.
so. Go
She
again.
wasn't intending me. She was going for the dwarf, right?
Yes.
What? No, that was you. For now, that was you. That she was in your mind.
Oh,
Yeah. So she just dug through your thoughts.
so
find out about
now
the
that we're up here, high up, could we kill that Hydra from a distance? Because I don't think Hydras fly, right?
Are you saying that? Okay. This is table talk. It's table talk.
Yeah.
Feel free to discuss, players. And then we'll have you go over the detect thoughts.
Because I mean, how else would we get down? How else would we get down there?
I mean, who says we need to get down there? There is a pathway around the side here, with
Oh.
stairs and everything.
Let's do
She
that.
said the guy that we're looking for is right around the side corner here.
Yeah, she did say that. We could check it out down that way.
Yeah, let's do that then. We should bring this dwarf with us.
What's his name down there?
It is at this juncture, Pox, that the gaseous cloud moves away from your sight and does continue going further deeper in.
What's his name?
The dwarf woman sort of like takes the little shovel, sort of taps it, with sort of like a sense of finality as she says, like I said, I'll be happy to tell you everything about who we are and what we're doing here and all this sorts of stuff if you handle the googly-eyed cursed ones. And at this point, Solana, you can absolutely read and detect her thoughts. On the surface level, the immediate first surface level thoughts that you get is her going, wow, these people are so dense. God, I can't believe I got left here all alone to talk to these people. Nobody ever makes me the one to do all the talking. Usually I just get to stand in the back, and then I get to just do whatever it is that I want, and nobody kind of notices me. I get to hide into the background. People don't even know or ask my name. I really liked it when it was like that. Why did everybody leave or die? Now it's just me here. Oh God, they're staring at me. I hope they didn't say anything.
I'm just staring at her.
So, are you gonna handle the googly eyed
It looks like
ones?
It's like over here by these skeletons, there's some weapons stuck into things, and I don't know what this thing is.
Is there every rest
Shield.
before we fight them as well? Maybe peruse around?
I'll get to that in one sec, Xanthar. But Solana, when you ask her if you could rest anywhere, you get the detect thoughts first, and the service level is, oh shit, they did ask me something. Fucking, what do I? God, I wish it was just anybody else. Right, and then you can hear her mentally saying, stall, and she says to you, well, I don't know if this is the right place to do that sort of a thing. I'm sure that we'll have more than enough booze for you to share when the deed is done, and then you can be off on your merry way.
Lady, he's going to die if you do not tell me his name. He is not responding, and I can't guarantee that Hydra's not going to eat him. He was very vague about it being his.
Once again, the detect thoughts occurs, and you can hear her in her mind going, oh, I don't care if he lives or dies. Just do whatever you want. Just do whatever you do. Why do they care what I think? And she says out loud, well, you don't need to really know a name to cast your fancy magic. You're not an onomatopoeia wizard, are you? The gaseous cloud.
All right. Let's make our way around the corner. I'm done here.
You let
Did
go
you
of the
drop it?
gaseous form?
Yeah,
You do so.
I'm done.
And somewhere down in the distance, you hear a little, and then a sort of a terrible noise, which
Right
is
before we
followed up
leave.
by a huge movement of displacement of water.
I want to know what her
Report
thoughts
back.
are to that, and then I want to dive deeper after that.
As a matter of fact, Pox, since you're still looking out over the ledge, you'll notice that since you were rather, as you're moving away, you do notice that the Hydra's body moves through the water after the gaseous form, where in the direction it had gone, and is no longer visible.
Well,
So
that's
service
the
level-
Hydra.
Surface level thoughts of the dwarf woman, and she just goes, "Oh shit! I think he might have gotten killed. Was it my fault? No, that's not my fault. I didn't make him a gas. He asked for that. And you said you wanted to probe deeper
Yes.
on any of the facets that you've seen so far, or just like the standard deeper?
The relationship, ideally I want to figure out why she's here and her relationship to the other people who I guess also died, and this guy who's about to die. Why is she down here alone?
Sure. She gets a critical failure on her wisdom saving throw. Yay! And so as she gets that critical failure, that is technically for you under our homebrew rules here, a critical success. So would you like group success or personal success?
Group success. I feel like this has been like a group activity.
It has been a pretty group activity. I agree. As you probe deeper into her thoughts, you feel that you can see like a vision in her past of she and this other dwarf coming here a very long time ago, seeking a new hold, a place where they could be safe and secure, knowing full well that all of their kin have died. They were set upon by these terrible Underdark monstrosities that had killed every last one of the dwarves aside from them. And you know that she is bearing the children that they have created to try and continue giving life to the dwarven people, but that he has been quite a terrible she doesn't think that he'll make a very good father figure at all, but that underneath them in this place is rumored to be an ancient weapon of the dwarven people that they could perhaps use to provide solidarity and safety to their kin. But she doesn't really know that he should have all of that power. So although she loves him very much, and that these are the last two people of their own tribe who are alive here, it might just be better off that he doesn't survive and that he sort of is left dead along the road, or maybe even better yet, if she could find a way to separate the two of them so that he could still survive and she could raise the children on her own and get down into the depths where they're trying to go. You further realize that have been doing the labor work of of a nearby druid who is not in fact a wizard, but who is a necromancy druid, deep down into this cavern for quite some time now. She's been hoping that one of the tasks that the druid sends the man on, a man to go do, will leave him lost in the Underdark and that she can go on the quest alone. But to go inside deeper into this place would be too perilous if the druid were to find out why they're truly here, what it is they're truly doing. She says all of this out loud as you read her thoughts, and doesn't seem to realize she's doing it.
Ooh. Gosh, I'm so honored that you opened up to us about this. I'm so sorry to hear about all of this, and frankly,
you also learned her name is Sage. Sorry.
Sage? Okay.
Yeah, Sage.
Oh, Sage, I'm so sorry to hear about all this. Sounds like he was dead weight, so no offense, but I'm kind of glad that that's what happened. Though I'm sorry we're not able to get that weapon for you, but I swear we'll do everything we can to try and help support you right now, because frankly what's happened to you is not fair at all. So we'll definitely go take care of them. We'd like to just rest for a minute, just so that we have a better chance of wiping them out fully, but we do want to help you. We're on your side, I promise.
Surface level thoughts from the dwarf are, what the fuck? What is she... and she's sort of like, did I miss something? And you watch as she looks around the cavern, trying to see, like, is she talking to me? And then she nods and goes, right, so thanks for that. I'll just be back here now, if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
And she taps the shovel again.
Sounds good. I'll specifically now turn away and kind of like give her privacy and not like hover over her.
You do so. Xanthar, what is it that you had asked me earlier as Pox is going off around the corner, Solana is leaving behind the dwarf, and Ghroga is... Ghroga?
In this room, before we leave and go down that path, I wanted to look at these, looks like a bunch of shields and weapons, and just look to see if there's anything there that looks interesting.
You recognize that that's what the two dwarves have been constructing, or that's what they've been like piling these bodies up and taking care of them before. That I scripted last session. All the stuff there's like kind of rusty and doesn't seem to be of much use.
Okay, so there's nothing like that looks like it could be useful. All right.
Yeah, it doesn't look
fine.
like anything super exciting.
All right, I'm going.
Before we go, does our nearly dead paladin want to take a little, some might call a short rest, just so that he doesn't die again. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know what he wants to do. He can choose. I'm just, in case he wants to, we probably could here.
We're okay.
Okay.
I'm just kind of
Right.
sitting back, observing everything. You know, we're fine. We're good. Let's go.
Cool. As we walk, I want to do a cursory glance of Pox's mind.
Ha! Pox, what are your service level thoughts?
It might have been interesting to see him get eaten by that Hydra. Oh well, we got stuff to do. Then perhaps I can leave that marching army. That's it.
Would you like to
Fair
probe
enough.
deeper?
No, I'll be polite. As much as I'm very curious, I'll be polite, but I also want passive thoughts on Ghroga now.
Team, do you know what we just learned there? We just learned something very important. Just like we learned earlier that the duration of time you've known Pox is incredibly important by the hours and minutes, we also now know that the same is true with Solana, because if she doesn't know you for very long, then maybe she won't peruse deeper into your mind, but she's known Xanthar a while. Let's see if that holds
5:59.
true.
You're good. One more minute.
Ghroga, what's your service level thoughts?
Basically wondering why we're wasting our time with these dwarves when she already told us it's around the corner.
That makes sense.
In a very small words though, not intelligent, but just kind of.
Why did we not go? We already
Yes.
know where we're going.
Yes.
Why are we still talking? This doesn't. All right. In
Would
that
you like
spirit,
to probe deeper into that?
I'll be polite and respectful to
So it's
all.
not about time that
Organic.
you've known Solana. It's something else entirely. Maybe
don't
it's
know if it's just-
robots. Maybe it's
She's
robots.
racist against robots.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Organic creatures have my respect. Inorganic, I'm sorry. I'll just probe away
I'm part
Ooh.
organic.
a little bit. All right, but I will drop detect thoughts now, just to end that fun shenanigans.
All right. As you get down to this level, you smell the scent of the Underdark, the water that's been burgeoned in the chambers below. It seems to be sort of mossy, and the ground here is lightly dampened as though it had seen a deluge recently. But this far underneath the ground, there's no way that you could possibly have rain or anything like that. There's no trickling water coming down, but you can hear it in the distance. And as soon as you make your way out into this overly large, or this much larger cavern, you can see that there are several creatures with a little spell fire burning underneath of a necrotic green flame, a little stew with some bones sticking out of it, and like rotting meat sits inside of a little gelatinous goo like concoction of some sort. Water trickles down over top of the stone to your left area, down into like a small little pond-ish sort of a place. It's sort of very, very glassy and still reflecting the ceiling up above. It almost looks like you could look infinitely down inside of the small little pool there. If it weren't for the wreckage completely blocking the water from moving further down, almost like a band of beavers had come on by and just chucked a bunch of refuse into the area. It sounds as though there's some waterfalls in the distance crashing and pouring down into a nearby room. There is a feeling of heat that builds inside of this place, and you can see some smoke up into the air. But more than any of that, Pox, as soon as you round the corner, all of these sensory details fade away as you see these creatures before you, these strange little almost gremlin-like beasts with these little reptilian toes and these claw-like hands. They seem as though they are humanoids of some kind with this long, shaggy white mane, almost like a lion, but definitely hair, as though it might belong to some ancient, old wizardly type, almost like a Gandalf figure. They've got these long beards that have turned into like a strange mass of tendrils and horns. Their spiked teeth seem almost a little too jagged, almost like some devilish sort of a maw. And they've got these large, lambent green eyes that glow in the darkness. The room is, of course, somewhat lit by the green necrotic fires, but when they move their eyes over to you, you can feel this alien gaze digging deep into you, what it is, the essence of what you are. I need you to make me 3 deception charisma checks as they begin to uncover the mysteries and secrets of who you are telepathically.
They're evil versions of me.
Wow! It's all around the corner. It's just 3 more Solanas.
All right. Wait, what did I had something that gave me.
Oh, actually,
Nice
Solana could not have read my mind.
You're
I
right.
have the ring.
Yeah, you have the ring
That's
of mind
right.
showing.
You
You
gave
just
that
chose-
willingly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sure did.
You just like me. You know it.
I guess. Why did I have? I thought I had like advantage on a certain type of roll. Oh well. Here we go. Ooh. 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 DM
Yes,
10, 11,
sir.
12.
Yeah, all right. All 3 of those deception checks fail. I need you to, optionally, you have 2 choices. Either one, you may share aloud with the group now, or option 2, I need you to send me a private message of the 3 most important, deepest secrets that you know and or about yourself that you don't want other people to know. And these are immediately transferred into the minds of these creatures.
I'll
They
DM,
know them-
DM to you.
They know them inside and out.
Knew I should have delved deeper. I want to know.
So even like not pressing matters on my mind, just the deepest secrets that I hold.
Absolutely, the deepest secrets you hold near and dear to your heart, or your either that you hold near and dear to your heart, or the things that you most fear other people to learn. But 3 different ones. Now, while this is happening, naturally, that's going to take a small bit of time as this occurs. So everyone, just take 5, right? Take 5. How do you react as you suddenly feel in the depths of your body, you feel and know that information has been retrieved and stolen from the deepest recesses of your mind? You can feel something essentially like a little gremlin or a goblin went into your mind and stole the most valuable stuff there and ran away with it.
Do I know? Like I still retain the memory, right?
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you still
Okay,
retain the
okay,
memory.
okay.
But you
So
can
they
see,
just-
like, yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Big green lambent eyes, they blink at you as they get that information. What's your immediate reaction to that?
I'm gonna sprint at them.
Very well, team. You watch as Pox immediately begins sprinting around the corner, and as you sprint towards them, the eyes widen up, and instead they all immediately begin to shoot these necrotic beams at you, hoping to stop you in your aggressive, attack stance. I need you to make me 3 Constitution saving throws as they sense violence. And they seem panicked and scared. What does everybody else do as Pox sprints into the next room and you haven't really seen what's in there yet?
If he's sprinting in, I'm going to go in with him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll walk
Do I
in too,
have-
but in the middle. I don't want to be in the front.
Wait, hold on.
All right, everybody.
Do I have any inspiration?
Come again?
Do I have any inspiration?
Let me tell you, friends. What do you got here? You've currently got Solana's got 2, Ghroga's got 1, Xanthar's got 0, Pox has 0.
All right.
Not a great place to be in, but hey, it could be worse.
2018.
No.
And 5.
This is 2024. We've moved on.
Ah, damn.
All right.
Good old 2018.
The 20 and the 18 succeed, so well done. No issues there. You just feel a grasping at your body, sort of like tearing at your flesh, but nothing untoward seems to happen, other than you can hear the sounds of whispers going into your mind, deep, dark, terrible secrets. You feel almost as though if you could focus on them for just a briefest bit longer, you might understand the depths of how to summon forth abyssal demons to do your bidding, to inhabit the hosts of dead bodies, or perhaps to rise up into the air as a giant made of flesh, ripping forth the bone from other people's bodies and sending them down into the earth below to channel up the heat of the internal earth. Strange, powerful things like that whisper into your mind. But with one of them, it succeeds. I need you to roll me, first and foremost, 1 percentile and then 1d12.
That's terrifying.
No, it's great.
34.
34. How about
You said
that?
D12?
Yes, and a d12.
An 8.
An 8. Very well. You immediately take, don't worry, no big deal. You immediately take 16 necrotic damage as you feel your body beginning to wither underneath the assault of this strange alien mind. The whispers running through your mind tell you specifically of the great dread that will one day come to claim all souls. It tells you of this, the whispers of the dread and how it manifests. That you focus your ire into your bone shoots forth from your body, breaking out into this strange wolfish form. But the wolfish form doesn't make you into a werewolf. No, nay, it splits your body open and horizontally, and you begin to consume all of the souls before you. And once they get consumed, they get hurtled back into the backs of your bones, and they break forth like spines, holding the cages of everyone that you've ever known before you. And you feel as though this power is just within your grasp, if you would just reach forth and claim it. Please, everyone, roll initiative. Xanthar, what is it that you are doing as a result of the rest of your team running in?
I'm running in too, but
Naturally.
Yeah.
Y'all
we're
are
just
ride or
back.
die.
Mm-hmm. We've known each other a whole 48 hours, so that's
Yeah.
That's a
everything.
lifelong
Hey,
bond that can never be separated.
11.
True. 17.
Whoops.
9.
Oh, 9 is.
What's your dex?
Is this goblin jazz?
Yeah, it is Goblin Jazz.
8. Not good. I have an 8 for Dex.
Okay. Do you
So I
want to
just-
do rollies,
I just
or else
ordered
I think I go first, or we go together?
Jeez.
Do you want to rollie it off?
As somebody that ran in, do I get to do anything before combat starts, or do I have to wait?
Not quite. Although you had attempted to surprise them, it seems that they have surprised you. But don't worry, I will be applying the surprise condition to no one.
Ah, bless.
It almost appears as though they were guard dogs or sentinels, perhaps, and waiting for someone to come in here. So, let's see. We got Solana at a 9. We got Xanthar at the 11. I believe Ghroga volunteered to go after Solana. Is that correct?
Yep.
Pox all the way back at 8, and Fret Not Team.
17.
Come again?
I'm at 17.
Yes. So you are. The other one is 8 that I saw through your.
That was the
previous
D12.
roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
You do absolutely get to go first. So, Pox, what shall I do?
All I have to do is reach out. I would reach out. I want to reach out and grab the thing by the eye.
You want to reach? You want to grab the thing's eye socket and begin
Yes.
pulling? Do you want to do a grapple
No.
check, or are you gonna do
No.
inflict wounds?
I'm inflicting wounds.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Oh, that was unfair, but 15.
A 15 does barely, as you reach forth towards its eye, it almost seems to like recoil backwards, but that just means all you have to do is push further forward. You grip the eye and then send a burst of necrotic energy into its body. Go ahead and roll
Jax. 19 necrotic damage.
As you deal 19 necrotic damage, you watch as the strange blackened body of the creature grows darker still. You watch as the energy ripples and runs down the length of its body, and going all the way down to its claws and its very teeth, and it sort of goes, and then it seems to grow stronger. Seems as though necrotic damage seems to be good for these creatures. However, the eye sort of like rotates around perilously as though this is an overload. It's too much necrotic energy. So, and you can see like some stuff frothing at their mouth. Almost as though they've sort of lost their grip on reality. What else would you like to do?
I want to pull it. Still, just having my hand on it still, just pull it closer.
Very well. You do so.
The whispers you put in my mind are nothing from what I can show you. And I'll end my turn.
Very well. We go to the sleeping guy upstairs on the next level, who's sort of, you can hear a rustling. What's going on? How's everything going down there, Benji? Everything going all right? And you, those of you down below, watch as a very clearly druidic man of some nature rises up to the edge of the barricade, seeing all the intruders, seems to become alerted to your presence, and immediately says, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop! Don't harm them!" Xanthar,
But we've
what are
been.
you?
They're
Oh,
creepy.
Xanthar's back here.
Where am I?
You're all the way at the back.
They don't see me.
You're behind Solana.
Oh.
Can
Right.
you click
How far can I
M
move?
and then 4?
M and 4?
Yep, M and
Okay.
4. And then after
Alright.
that, you can move your character. You've moved 10 feet thus far. And that'll put you 30 feet. You sprint in to see the place before you.
Okay. This guy is telling us not to kill these guys, but they're attacking us.
False.
I mean, if I try to go into dialogue, I can't get us out of combat, though, right?
I mean, what are you asking me? If you can...
And he's telling us don't hurt them.
Yeah.
But they're, like, invading our mind and attacking us, so, like, why the hell wouldn't I?
You can do whatever you want. I mean, you can talk to your party about... You know, you can table talk as a group and figure out what you want to do as a solution.
I mean,
We need to kill all of them.
yeah, we do need to
Alright,
kill them, so...
Alright, let's do it.
That's what we came here to do. That's what
On a
we should do.
Hydra.
It's not
Alright,
a high
I will, cast Spiritual Guardians.
Very well. You do so as the souls begin to flit around you.
Yeah. Okay.
What else would you like to do?
So my bonus action. Channel Divinity is an action, right?
Come again? Yeah, Channel Divinity is in action.
Channel-
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of my spells are bonus actions.
Some are.
Your one weapon one is, but other than that, I don't know.
Spiritual Weapon I can't cast. I don't think you can do it as a bonus action, though. I think you have to cast it, then you can use it as a bonus action to attack.
Spiritual
bonus
weapon is a
action.
bonus action. The question is, do you have the spell slots to cast it? How many spell
Yeah, I've
slots
got
have you used?
another one. I've got at least... What happened here? I have at least another one. Level 2.
Well, you may do as you
Yeah, I have
wish.
2 more.
Is that your turn? Would you like to cast Spirit Guardians and then end?
I'll do Spiritual Weapon, too.
Where would you like to place your spiritual weapon?
In that Cleric dude's face, if I can. Or the Druid.
Very well. You do so. You grab your weapon, and you place it right up next to him on top of the little tower that he's standing on. And as the thing springs into existence, you see the guy look over and go, "Huh? Hi! Stop! I said stop! Don't do this! If you swing that at me, so help me, I will bring down the wrath of this world upon your head. You want that? You want that wrath? I will bring it down.
No, I'm just...
You just have to cease what
making
you're
sure
doing.
that-
Don't you swing with that weapon. You haven't done anything yet
I
that we can't
can't-
forgive.
I can't communicate anymore. I've used my actions, right?
I mean, you got
You can
6
talk.
seconds. Yeah.
I mean,
don't monologue.
if you call off your minions, we can discuss this.
You do say that. He has said his piece. Do you swing with the weapon?
Well, what does he say?
He told you. He told you his thing. He had.
Yeah, but
you know,
he needs to call off his minions too.
yeah, he doesn't have like, you know. He said don't swing the weapon and we can stop what you're doing. You're basically saying the same thing to each other. So I mean, you could go back and
Hold
forth
my
all
action.
day. You could be like, you don't attack. No, you don't attack. No, you don't attack. But at the end of the day, the question
I'll hold
is,
my action.
are you gonna
I'll
attack?
hold my bonus action.
You cannot hold your bonus
Not
action.
yet.
You will
No?
either hit or you will not. That's the question.
I'll hold it for now.
Okay, so no hitting. You can't use it
Yeah.
later. I just need you to know that.
Are we just gonna kill this guy? We're just gonna try to kill him.
Does he look like the guy we're hunting down?
You don't know
Do
what
we
the
know?
guys look like per se.
He's a druidic necromancer. Is it? I thought that was who we were supposed to kill, right?
We don't know for sure, but I feel like it has to be him.
Yeah, let's murder hobo it. So, all right, I'll swing.
Hell yeah, let's just go murder all the NPCs. And that woman back
Especially
there
this
pregnant with the
three.
children.
Let's go get her.
Dwarf woman too, but like I think my alignment was probably not good for that. So yeah, I'll attack.
Okay. You swing the weapon. Go roll the hit.
11.
And 11 unfortunately does not breach the armor class. And as your spiritual weapon, and whiffs over top of his head, you watch as he goes, "Oh, I warned you. This, what's coming next, that's all on your head." And
Okay.
he engages you in combat. Solana, we go to you.
Oh boy. I will step out, get a line of vision. People are in my way to fireball. What a shame. Okay.
What a shame. What a
know.
shame.
And I never fireball my own parties, so I can't
Never.
do that.
Solana, as you enter the chamber and you finally look at all these creatures, you can see that the big lambent-eyed creatures before you have the same blackened coloration of their skin that you do. And the one that Josh touched is completely covered in this stuff. Just completely covered in the dark, pitch black magic of death. And you can see that for the other creatures, it's mostly localized onto their back and sort of spread out around their the edge of where their bone would be in their body, like the elbows and like up to their spine. Seems as though it's following the insides of their body. You run into the room. You think about fireballing. You hesitate.
Oh god, now I want to talk. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh gosh, oh gosh.
It's just
This changed everything. Oh god.
yes, good, good.
Oh god.
This is
Okay,
how I want
okay.
it to feel.
I will do a... Okay. I will do a Scorching Ray at one of these little guys. I'll start with the one that was already hit.
Pox is between
That-
you and your target.
Oh, I will shift so that I don't hit Pox.
You
That's-
will
I think
not
I have
hit
enough
Pox
of it.
there. But if
Okay,
you want,
perfect.
you could still hit him. That is a choice.
I'll be nice. You know, I didn't pierce his mind. I guess I don't need to set him on fire yet. You know, we'll see where the night takes us. So I'll start doing that, but I'm also going to shout out with my free action. Don't kill the main guy fully. Just knock him out, pretty please, so we can talk after. Thanks. Okay.
The person from the
And-
top of the barricade replies and says, "You insolent whelp! You truly believe that you will best me?"
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I'm relatively confident we have a semi-decent track record, but...
You
Or they
have less
just want to
magical
stop...
talent than I do. And you should know not to pick fights with magical arcane masters. You're better.
I'll send one of the Scorching Rays up at him now for that. So this first one will be for him now. Oh, that was so close to a nat 20, and it was definitely not. Why
That-
did that...
Is that the 10?
Yes.
All right. Hey, can I just tell you that yesterday that happened to me all the time? I got three occasions where it was almost a nat 20 and it rolled onto a 2 every single
Yep.
time.
Yep.
So mad.
Oh, I hate that they're right
barbarian
next to
can't
each
hit worth shit.
It's so painful.
So
I wish they weren't next to each other. It just teases you.
It really does. And you think to yourself, God, if only the die just hadn't rolled one more time, then my team might think I'm not a waste of life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What am I, just a big sack of hit points to you? A 10 unfortunately does not breach their AC. That's a bit of an inside joke for those Brad and Josh here in my game yesterday. So thanks for bearing with me on that. But it unfortunately does not hit that first ray. What do you do with the other 2 rays?
I'm gonna try for him again because I'm a sucker for button.
Hey!
Natural 20.
You are rewarded for listening to my crap. Would you like personal or group success?
I will do for that. This conversation, I gotta do personal.
That's what I figured. You want immediate or long term?
Long term.
When people, henceforth, when people insult your arcane ability, you gain extra ire against them. You may roll a 1d4 on your spells rolls to attack or to do the DC, the difficulty class. So,
Heck yeah.
roll damage.
Okay, so I'll roll this damage twice. Okay, so 8 and 8, so 16.
All
for that
right,
one.
you deal 16 damage to the guy as the fire begins licking around his body, burning the leaves of the garments that he's currently wearing. And he sort of stares down at you angrily and says, "Don't think that truly bridges the gap."
And do I get to use that 1d4 now? I mean, I don't think it'll matter. 21 for this last
21
one for
still
him.
breaches. Roll damage.
Beautiful.
Shouldn't have
Okay,
insulted
Paler.
you.
I don't know how much I'd roll because Paler's hiding the screen, but
It is 4.
okay.
4 fire
It's okay.
damage as the cat brings its celestial goodness, its celestial fires from its lovely fur, sunlight fur. What else would you like to do, Solana, as you send those rays of fire streaking up through the sky?
I think I will end my turn here.
Very well. Ghroga, we go to you.
Yep, I'm going to use my action to dash. I'm going to go.
Can you hit M and then 4? M4M. Thanks. I don't know how that keeps getting untoggled. Oh, I see you're hopping. John has you convinced.
Oh my God,
That's
John
what
has
that's
me.
what it
Yes,
is.
he's ruined it for me.
You can hop. That's fine. Hops
No.
are legal. I just didn't
I
see it was
actually don't-
it was hops. You're good. That's
I
20
actually
feet.
don't understand why we enforces that, to be honest. And now he's got me
Yeah,
corrupted.
he's got you hopping. That's okay. You can hop. You can hop. It's fine.
Is climbing the ladder?
Go again.
Is climbing the ladder difficult terrain?
No. Nope. Standard to climb the ladder.
So I'm gonna come up behind this guy and use my bonus action to push him off the edge.
What? You wanna make it? What is your bonus? Do you have a bonus action that lets you shove people?
I don't know. I've been playing Baldur's Gate a lot. Isn't that something in Baldur's Gate you can do?
Listen. All right. Listen.
That is
okay?
a bonus action.
I've got a bone to pick with Baldur's Gate, because everyone thinks that those are rules as written in D&D. They're not.
I use that all the
they're
time.
Not. They're not. That's not how it works.
Well,
To shove
you know.
is an action. To drink a potion is an action, okay? The action economy is different. Do you know how overpowered it is to shove people in Baldur's Gate 3? That's why you do it all the time. It's overpowered.
you
It doesn't
do.
make sense. It isn't balanced. You know what they said? It's a video game. Who gives a shit? But
fine.
here, we
I will-
give a shit. And so
will not
unfortunately,
push
I am
him.
going to very rudely say that you cannot shove him with a bonus action. You Baldur's Gate 3 player, what a great game. Great.
That's fine. That's fine. I will get in his face though, menacingly.
You do. He looks down as you move with a burst of alacrity up towards to the top. He sort of like looks at you and goes, "Oh, that was fast. You are far quicker than I expected. But your speed will prove worthless against my skill." And he twirls the quarterstaff around him. Or the,
I just raised an eyebrow. I'm not too concerned.
I
Shillelagh.
understand. The Nothix begin their turn, and as they do so, 2 of them are inside of your reach. So Xanthar, roll me damage for Spirit Guardians.
Yes, sir. Alright. 3d6, right?
That's right.
Like that. 3d8.
Oh, sorry, it is D8s. You said 3, and I was like, yeah, he's got it.
21.
21.
Holy crap.
That's a really juicy roll against these
Mr.
creatures.
15.
Absolutely fantastic. As they begin their turn, the radiant souls of the long-forgotten Mechanimen, the Warforged, leap forth. The gadgetry and the swords slash through their bodies, and they seem like very, very deeply injured. And you can see that both their bodies are very bloodied, and it's hard for them to kind of keep themselves up and moving. They move over, making this goblin-like, and sort of like the little giggling noises you hear in the background of the music. From there, I need Xanthar. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw and a constitution saving throw. I need one from Solana.
17
and we'll do one from Ghroga.
15.
Con saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw from all three of you, and then a con saving throw.
Ghroga and I tied for wisdom, 15.
Very nice, very nice.
Con's a 6.
Ooh. Well, the good news is each of your wisdom saves are very good, and so they do not learn extra secrets about you. None of the depths of your hearts are revealed as they try and dig forth. And as those strange alien whispers move past your mind, none of you seem to take any injurious effect, except for, of course, Solana! One of them, as it beams its mind into yours and tries to spread those dark thoughts, you immediately need to roll me a percentile and a d12.
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay.
Oh boy is right.
Percentile is 63.
63.
D12 is a 9.
Oh, very well. Okay. As the alien mind shoots into your own, you find this pretty self-explanatory. Basically, they're sharing very deep, dark, arcane magics with you. Something that you could, even use in a spell book, perhaps, if you had enough time to keep the whispers down. It's not even really intrusive. It's actually kind of interesting. You can feel the death power just barely beyond your fingertips, just out of reach. You only take 4 necrotic damage. And from that 4 necrotic damage, you feel that if you wanted to, and you reached out and you grabbed it, that you could harness the power of the energy, the plasma moving through the very bodies and souls of this room, and you could burn them aflame. Burn them all out of existence if you wanted to.
Like all of them? Like including friends?
Yep. These deep whispers go through your mind.
But it would target everyone, like literally everyone in the room, including the little notics.
Yep, seems that way.
I mean, when you're in Rome, you gotta... Yeah.
Why not? Welcome to the circus, yeah? And then, to finish off their turns, they're each going to get a good old and try and claw into you. They're going to try to claw into Pox first. Pox, they got a 19 to breach.
That'll hit.
He deals a good old lovely 6 slashing to you. And, actually, he's got the necrotic energy in his hands, right?
That one? Yes, actually.
Yes, very well. Sir, are you immune to diseases and or poisons?
I am immune.
Wow, you feel a deep, terrible thing moving through your body, but it doesn't seem to affect you whatsoever. Imagine that. It's then going to move around you outside of the spiritual guardians because I just want none of that. The other one that's not engaged with you takes the big old pot at the center of the room with the decaying flesh and whatnot and just spills it over, going towards Xanthar. So as all of this stuff begins spilling out across the ground, I'm going to create like a little liquidy surface here. If I go to this temporary
do a backflip and dodge it.
You wish. So all of that area seems to have this slimy, gooey, acidic gunk roil out across the floor. Anyone who begins their turn inside of that area, or anyone who moves inside of the area, will take acid damage or fire damage, depending on what your roll is. And if you end your turn there, you will take the damage again. That Nothik, after he spills the thing, is then gonna go all the way back into the corner, inside of this barrel, and he's gonna go, and then like barely holding out, he's gonna put the lid over top and hide himself inside the barrel.
So cute.
What?
Finally, the very last one is gonna claw at Xanthar.
Got a
Xanthar,
miss.
he has an 8.
Yeah. That's a miss.
He's then going to run away from you. Look at that.
Take
Do you
it
see
out,
what I
attack-
did there?
attack of
That
opportunity.
was only moving 10 feet.
But it's an attack of opportunity, isn't it?
That's absolutely right. You can make one. He's bloodied, very injured.
Yeah, let's do that. So I can either use my weapon attack, or I think I can use it. No, wait, I can't use the spell because I don't have that yet. I'll hit my warhammer. Shit.
A
14.
14 does not quite breach the armor class of these creatures as he scuttles down through the area. You watch as moving through the slime seems to get this little gunk across his body, and he seems to burn. His feet just sort of like begins melting into the ooze. But he gets out of there. Pox, we go to you. Right back up top. Oh, wait. Hold on. And as the guy is ending his turn all the way up top, he points down to you, Xanthar, and then in a strange language seems to sort of go, and which you understand and interpret, only you, as watch out, enemies within your midst wish to destroy you.
Right, you. Right?
To be specific, he's talking about, not them. Pox, we go to you. What would you like to do?
Let's see.
He's trying to give you a warning. It seems frantic, as though he's attempting to save his life.
I'm going to. Oh, one of them climbed up there.
That's right.
Let's make him heal Solana.
Is that one looking bloody?
Oh, it's extraordinarily bloodied.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to
If you
attack the
can
one headed towards Solana.
All right. Well, what shall I do?
Guiding bolts!
He is within 5 feet.
With disadvantage!
Unfortunately, an 11 does not quite breach as your bolt
Ow!
of energy sizzles over top of his back. It crashes into the stalactite of the back, and he looks over his shoulder going,
As he looks over his shoulder, can I grab his eye again?
yeah, sure, you can, why not? I mean, you can't do an attack, but you can grab his eye, and the strange gibberish noises, only you and only you understand that what he's truly saying is, I see what's in your past. I know what you've done. I'll tell everyone. Leave me alone.
Tell us.
Tell us.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Rope
can't
is
do
mine.
any doves or anything like that. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be it.
Probably wants to wait till you're level 18 and then kill you.
We go to the druid, who's got quite a number of targets before him at the present moment. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? There's so many good options. Man. What to do? What to do? I mean, should we swing for the fences? Nah, I think what he's gonna do as he's going to Ghroga. You watch as his hands begin to illuminate with blackened death magic that roils across his hands. These black and greenish necrotic flames, and he's going to attempt to hit you with a melee spell cast. Seems as though he's charging it pretty high. So he has a 19 to breach armor class.
That's my AC.
Wonderful for him, not you. As he hits you, I need to roll some dice, which is Bob. Alrighty here. Boop.
I'm scared.
He deals 18 necrotic damage as you can feel him sucking the energy, the life force out of your body. And as he does so with one hand, you see it replenishes his own body as he casts the vampiric touch and then begins to heal for half the damage done. It appears as though he's concentrating on this spell. And then he's prepared to use it longer. He sort of smashes the staff into the ground and says, "Do you yield? This is but a taste of my fury."
No, but can you fly? Because my next action is going to be to push him off.
Xanthar, we go to you. You see
I'm
that
gonna
he
move
begins
out
to
of
like
the-
move his necrotic hands together then as you don't yield, and he begins to prepare something else nasty.
I'm moving out of the range of that shit on the floor.
Sure. You gotta walk 10 feet through it, and as you walk 10 feet through it, I need you to roll me a 1d4.
Okay.
Or actually 2d4.
Four.
You take 4 acid damage as you move through the spaces.
All right.
Not too much, but it does seem to begin consuming your feet. They don't stay there too long.
Right. You know. Tonight.
I don't know, it's D&D, you can do whatever you want! Within reason.
Telekinetically shove that guy off the cliff, can I?
Off of what?
The druid. Can I telekinesis him off the cliff?
You can attempt to do so. Yeah?
Because that could be cute.
Yeah.
I think that's a bonus action, isn't it?
To use your telekinetic property,
See.
yes.
Yeah, let's do the bonus action for that.
What's your difficulty class?
What's that mean?
Your difficulty class for telekinetic is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus the ability modifier of the score you use to increase with the feat.
It says they must succeed on a DC 11 plus 8 proficiency.
So
Wait,
it's
that
an
makes
11. It's
Yeah.
11. It's telling you how it gets to 11. So unfortunately, as you attempt to reach out with your mind and telekinetically pull him down off of the rafters or off of the little barricaded area, he senses it coming. He braces himself against the impact and then says, "Ha! Fools! Today will be your last day. The skeletons
then I'm
that
gonna
I
guide
weave
him.
from your bodies will be used to feed my Hydra. And then, only then does the next life truly begin for you. A life of torture."
Yeah, guiding bolt. My last level 1.
Whom are you guiding bolting?
The druid.
Very well. You have disadvantage because somebody's within melee range of you. So go for it.
Oh, really?
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Maybe I won't do that then. Maybe I'll just melee with my mace, my warhammer.
Go for it.
on the Nothic.
Mm-hmm. Ooh!
A 1.
Ooh! Critical failure. Would you like personal or group pain?
I'll take personal.
Very well. As you
Good
go
answer,
to
good answer.
strike down with the big warhammer at the guy's eye being held in the hand of Pox, he looks up at you and goes, and the eye flashes. You immediately need to roll me the percentile and the D12 as he subjects you to his strange alien eye. His enigmatic eye, his secrets, the secrets!
$76 and 1.
Oh! Whew. Wow! A 1 and a 76, huh? Incredible. As you reach out to this guy, or this guy reaches out to you, and the whispers move through your mind, you can't help but reach out at the terrible power that you feel within you, or being granted to you. And the terrible power you feel is this horrid ability to turn all of the oxygen in the air into deathly poison. And you do so spreading it out as far as you can, and everything, all the oxygen within this space. You're not gonna like it.
Oh!
All the oxygen in that area suddenly becomes toxic poison, spreading out and entering people's lungs and bodies, beginning to burn their skin. Anyone who ends their turn inside of this area will suffer the consequences as you unleash the chaos within. You also take...
I didn't, even though I didn't want to do it?
That's correct.
Okay.
Because you rolled a 1,
You couldn't help yourself.
You just couldn't help yourself, but you don't take any damage from the ability.
Yeah, everyone else does.
Well, I mean, you're about to
And
as
you.
well. Do you end your turn?
I think that's all I got, yeah.
All right. As you end your turn inside of the giant poison cloud, you take 12 poison damage. 5d4.
Wait, I thought... I don't need to breathe.
That's right. It hits your skin. It like begins burning your skin, like I had said. It sort of the oxygen itself is poisonous, right? Imagine if all of the O2 in the air has suddenly become like sodium chloride. It's bad. It's bad.
Ooh.
But if you're immune to poison,
All right.
then you're immune to poison. Yeah. That'll be helpful if anyone.
Hold on.
Solana,
I
we go to
think
you.
Warforged are just resistant because they're part organic.
Yeah, I'm resistant. I think.
But not
Solana,
immune.
a gigantic
Okay.
cloud of
Good
poison
advantage on saving
erupts.
throws against being poisoned. Yeah.
Yeah, you would just take half damage.
Okay.
So, how much did I take?
12 poison.
12. So, I'm
It is
going
not.
to.
It is not a cloud that is difficult to see. Let me just make sure everyone knows this is not a cloud kill. And so you can see just fine. It's just that the oxygen suddenly burns.
Okay. Seeing this, I'm going to boogie woogie.
We're gonna
I will-
boogie, oogie, oogie till we just can't boogie no more. Ooh, boogie.
I'm going to take a little step forward and then use my Misty Step. The one from my like Fae ancestry thing. So ideally, yes, I do want to get up there, but I'll use my movement and the Misty Step to get up there.
Very well. I just figured I'd help you out. I knew where you were going.
I appreciate
The 30
it.
feet,
Yep.
the teleport.
Perfect.
To go up is going to be another 15 feet atop the ladder, which gives you another 10 left.
Okay. So then I will. Can I juke between these two?
You can move through Ghroga's space. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. And then I won't leave this
You will
guy.
only take an attack of opportunity from the druid.
That's fine. I'll take it.
He does have vampiric touch active. Just so you're cool with that. Just so you know what's coming. There's no surprises here.
As I approach, okay, so while I'm like right here, can I cast Thunderwave at him?
Yes, you could do that. Absolutely.
Okay, I'll use my
Yes.
action to do Thunderwave. So con save of 16.
Well, his con save is 9.
Okay,
He's got
I
pretty
was
bad
hoping.
con.
I was really hoping that his con would be not great.
Roll damage as he's slammed backwards into the wall.
Perfect. Okay. So that is 3 and 8, so 11 thunder damage.
Very solid.
And since he's pushed away from me, maybe I won't get an attack of opportunity from him if I now run over here.
You're dang right.
Yeah.
I love Thunderwave.
Thunderwave is
so
such a good
good.
spell.
Just an easy first level to have there in times of need.
Yeah.
That's
One
right.
of my favorite.
All right. Is that
when
turn,
I-
Solana?
Yes, but I'll say that when I cast a Thunderwave, I did it with a little, like, blowing of a kiss to him, and then that blowing of the kiss is what sent out the Thunderwave.
Nice.
And then it turned into a middle finger at the end.
Ghroga, we go to you.
Love it.
What would you like to do?
Well, now that that guy is no longer up here, there's one next to me. I guess I'll swing at that guy.
Oh, the druid is still here.
Oh, he is still there. Jesus.
He's still
Okay.
there. He didn't get Thunderwave
Oh.
off.
If he takes damage, does he lose his concentration?
He does possibly, but he has not thus far.
And I've got a guy next to me, though.
Yes, you have a Nothic next to you.
Well, I'm pretty hurt. I need to attack that thing.
You can see the Nothic is nearly dead.
He is nearly dead.
Very heavily bloodied. And in fact, as you turn around to reach and strike him, he says, which only you can understand as, wait, no, please, I can help save you. I can save you. Ghroga doesn't care. Ghroga doesn't give a shit.
Oh, 14.
A 14 does not breach, unfortunately. You swing, and his body is sort of like contorts like some sort of a. Oh, I'll stop
Does
now.
it?
I'll
Does it
stop
contort
now.
right back into my sword as I come
Sir.
back around and right through its face? Right
That's
through its
exactly
eyeball?
what happens with that nat 20. Roll damage.
Haha!
Would you like personal or group success?
Personal success.
Immediate or long term?
Immediate.
Very well. Go for it. 16 absolutely destroys this guy's body. You can see the whole, like, all the black matter that was sticking to his body seems to swirl up into the air as his blood is, like, peppered out down onto the rest of your allies below. But when it swirls outward, it seems to move around you almost like a cloak or a veil. Solana, you can like almost just reach out and touch it. You can feel like this stuff, just almost like it's an extension of something deep and personal. Like there's a longing to it there, but like a piercing longing. And then it seems to shield Ghroga from the poison.
It's a shame that was wasted on that guy. I could have smite level 2 on the main guy.
That's, DM's very happy, works out.
He's shielded from the poison, but that guy did a lot of damage, as it were.
He sure did.
Don't really want to be in his face for that. Unfortunately.
Hide behind the wizard.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that.
I might have more hit points than you right now.
Well,
and shield and things.
I'm going to use my. Don't I? Isn't one of these spells a bonus action? Isn't Shield of Faith a bonus action? Yeah.
Healing Word is. You have it.
No, Shield of Faith is, right?
Shield of Faith. If you want to cast that, you can. Yeah, you can go right ahead.
Yep, I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself and then move up into this guy's grill again.
Alrighty then. You do so. Get a good old blue abjurative barrier. Swoo! You block his way out of the poison, and then you end your turn there.
Yep.
All right. As you end your turn there, he says from above, "Quick! Now is your chance! All of my kin get free!" And he seems to be like, channeling that darkness in his hands, and he seems to be targeting the ceiling. The very wrath he told you that he was going to bring down upon thee. He meant literally. And the last creature deep down there in front of y'all's teams is going to try and heed the master's advice. But first and foremost, he is going to. Nah, he's got what he needs actually. He's good. He's gonna run away. 5.
I'm attacking.
By all means, you go right ahead.
Yeah,
I can
same.
see absolutely why you'd want to do that. He's gonna dash away. He's gonna attempt to.
Yeah, I think we all get an attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah, you also need to roll me damage for your Spirit Guardians.
Oh yeah, it's like 6 million.
6 million damage.
Because I can't use a spell, I have to use my weapon, right?
8.
Yeah.
8 for
And-
spiritual guardians.
Ooh.
I also had an 8.
To breach. An 8 unfortunately does not breach his armor class. And he nimbly dodges out of the way. Xanthar, what's your attack to hit? And 11 does not breach his armor class either. And you both whiff as he goes, which doesn't really need translation. And he
Still takes 8 though, right?
Come again?
Still takes the 8 though, right?
Yeah, he still took the 8 from Spiritual Guardians. And he sprints
sprinted
another 30
again?
feet.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's dashing. He's using his action to get right out of dodge and get away from that poison cloud. Pox, we go to you.
I'm chasing. Wait, how do I...
Yeah, go ahead.
20. Let's see, do I see him?
Wait. Oh man, I messed up. You have just, you sir, I don't know how lucky you are. Please continue your turn. I forgot to use the legendary action to bring down the ceiling, so you are gonna survive.
Hey!
Xanthar, on the other hand, not looking so good.
Does he take poison damage, by the way? I don't know.
When you end your turn in the cloud.
Yeah, did the druid guy end his turn here, or no? He's up next.
The druid guy hasn't taken his turn yet.
I'm going to Guiding Bolt. No, that was an 18!
Damn. This is why 5th edition sucks. You go around the corner and you guiding bolt as best you can. A little silvery ray of light shines down the corridor, but the creature with its alien intellect sees it coming and just sort of goes, "Meow." Slightly shrinks. The bolt sears overhead. What else would you like to do?
Gonna use the rest of my movement.
All right, you end your turn inside of the big old cloud of death and doom. You take 15 poison damage. That's a pretty bad roll.
Luckily, I'm immune to poison and covered head to toe.
You sure are. We go to, as you end your turn, he's gonna activate his legendary action. He brings the darkness together in his hands, and he shoots it up into the ceiling, to which this huge, big stalactite overhead cracks and breaks, and the whole thing immediately just comes. The ceiling begins to slam down on top of the very center of the room. Xanthar,
Oh no!
Xanthar, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw as the ceiling collapses.
I use my telekinesis to create above me so I don't get crushed.
I wish that's how it worked.
Oh, it's saving throw. Hold on.
Ooh.
8.
All right. Not.
You do have inspiration? Or is it Xanthar that also had 0?
Oh my gosh. You take 18 bludgeoning damage as the ceiling collapses down on top of you, and you are buried in the rubble here. And you can hear the person say, "Ha! Behold! Our magics are superior! You should not have threatened our home on this day." And then he begins his turn. And after he whips his staff around, he's inside of the poison cloud. He doesn't really like that. He is going to... Ghroga, you're right there, man. You're right there. You're protecting the wizard. But he's got a bone to pick. And so he's going to rotate around your zone of control. He's going to go over to Solana, and with a 26 to hit, will attempt to hit you with that vampire touch he's still concentrating on.
26, yeah, even my shield won't do that, so yeah. Alright.
Would he have to go through the spiritual weapon space? Or
No.
within its influence?
He does not. You take 21 necrotic damage as he sucks the life force from your body and heals for half of the damage dealt. And as he does this, he cackles, going, "None of us will survive what's coming, but that doesn't matter, for you will live for less time than I. You won't see the end as I will."
Okay. So...
And then he's gonna
That's fine.
dance diagonally between your spaces onto this sack of shit, and he's going to try and not stumble on the sack of shit. And he does stumble through the stack of shit, so he will be knocked down, and he'll 10, 5, 10. He does have enough movement to get himself back up. But you may make an opportunity attack Ghroga if you would like.
If I would like it.
I mean, you don't have to. That's just an option.
Maybe I shouldn't.
Let's go with Druid! TPK! TPK! Yeah, listen, I don't mean for this to be bad, okay? I'm trying to enjoy the moment. I hope everyone else is enjoying the moment, but it does look pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. So, would you like personal or group pain?
Personal.
Good choice, good choice. The poison seems extra effective to you, standing just outside of the space. It burns and eats through your cloak of darkness as you strike outside of the poison cloud, and it leaves you. You will now be affected by the poison. Xanthar, we go to you. You are stuck down into the rubble. I need you, if you would like to make your way free, you can attempt to use your action to make an athletics check and push out of the rubble.
About telekinesis.
I don't think telekinesis in this case would help.
Lift up the rock. Says it can lift 20,000 pounds.
It's like a bunch of different things over top of your head. So I don't think
So
telekinetic.
strength saving throw or strength check?
Athletics check.
Athletics check.
That's right.
6.
A 6 is unfortunately not quite enough. You are still trapped underneath the rubble, as your body is too weak. I'm too weak. I can't hold on. I can't hold on any longer. You have your Emperor Palpatine moment. What else
That's
is
my
there to do?
action.
That's right.
All right, then I'll swing with my spiritual weapon at the druid.
You absolutely can. Go for it.
Jesus. 13.
A 13 does breach his armor class. Roll damage.
Serious? Okay.
Yep. He ain't no fighter. He
8
ain't wearing
damage.
armor. You deal 8 damage to this guy as you smash the spiritual weapon into his body. He takes the force damage with a sickening crunch onto his chest. Is that the end of your turn, sir? That basically is.
Yeah, I don't really have much choice.
You take the poison damage once again. 12 more poison underneath the rubble.
So that's 6. The resistance.
Solana, we go to you.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm a little nervous for what's going on, but you know what? We're just gonna deal with. Okay, I'm wanting to. Okay. I keep debating. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay. I'm so sorry. I keep debating what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move to this side.
It's okay. You have no bad options. You have so many good options. You have more options than everyone else.
And I mean, I do have options, such as a level 3 Thunder Wave.
Ah, wow, that is a good option.
That's
All
it.
right,
Worked
roll
last
damage.
time. Okay, con 16.
He got a 10.
Oh, perfect. Alright, 17 points of thunder damage. And I'm kind of angling him so he gets shoved back into the fog and closer to the edge.
You hurl him back out into the fog as you deal 17 thunder damage, which seems quite injurious to his health. The body seems to sort of crumple, and you can see he's badly injured. The necrotic energy that's sort of flickering onto it, on the edges of his hands barely seems to maintain itself. He has not lost concentration yet, but he sort of like latches onto the ground, and you can see his necrotic hands burning like a permanent hand grip into the wood beneath his feet. He grimaces with pain, and he looks up at you, sort of like wipes blood out of the corner of his mouth as he spits some of it up and says, "Fine, then we will both die here, and none of us will see the true end that comes."
Oh, honey, I get that you really like me, but I'm really sorry you're going to have to go on this journey alone. And I will end my turn there.
Okay. Ghroga, we go to you. What do you want to do? You're nearly dead. She's nearly dead. He's nearly dead.
Yeah, mess this guy up. I'm moving out of the poison. 19.
Oh, there we go. Let's see it.
And then a smite on top of that.
That's right. I assume damage.
Total.
Very well. You deal 16 damage as you slam your sword, your long sword, into his body, doing a sick, grievous slice through his legs, sort of hamstringing his ability to move. The explosion of radiant energy shatters the bone from within, and he is nearly dead. He cries out in pain, betraying the voice that sounds deep. As though he's clearly not a warrior after all. He can't take the pain. He's not willing to do so. And you can hear he sort of begins blubbering a little.
I'll swing at him again.
Go for it, actually. And... oh, he does maintain concentration.
Does not lose concentration.
He does not lose it. But it won't matter if he loses his life.
11 damage on that one.
You deal a further 11 slashing as you cleave through the other leg, and he's down onto his knees now before you, barely alive. You can see the sort of blood draining down from his lips and his eyes. This black necrotic energy just barely maintains itself on his hands, and he says, "No, we can't. If I'm gonna go, we're all gonna go." And you can see he moves his hands up into the air. The necrotic magic begins leeching his soul up. You can see little fragments of divine blinding energy leaving his body as this huge ball of pure light expands up outside. He begins to become lifeless. His skin withers away. His eye sockets pop out as the body begins to shrivel, and he seems to be doing some sort of final countermeasure.
so that's not good.
I can stop it if it gets to my turn, but we'll see if we make it there. I've got to dispel magic and one more 3rd level spell slot, so we'll see.
Does it look like we're in a bad spot back here? We're kind of back in a corner, huh?
You are in the back of a corner. That is absolutely correct. You are not in the poison, however. You are, as you currently stand, you seem to be inside of what looks like a small little circle of nests that have been built up with, like, wood, planks, and, like, chitin that's left over from Ulchiore bodies. A little bit of, like, you know, nice little grasses and things that have been moved up into the space. Some mud and muck to try it and make it seem kind of nice to the Nothics as well as the druid there. And other than that, it's pretty empty and barren. But these nests are pretty big. They're people-sized. And they're not like, you know.
Yeah, I'm not going to run through the poison, I guess. I will keep my eyes peeled here to see if I need to protect myself. But that'll be my turn.
All right. We go to the Nothics. And the one back over by Pox at the very back, looking down the corridor, just sort of goes, which communicates to you, we could both leave here. Both of us together. No one would ever know. Say nothing. Do nothing. Do not follow.
I'll betray him, Pox.
You do not reply, do you?
How can we both escape if I don't leave?
He's gonna take that as you want to die here, and so he is going to use his alien eyesight and send those whispers in towards your mind. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Close to a nat 20. 17.
17 is good. You do not take any ill effects from this ability. The whispers rush past you mindlessly, and then the creature just sort of goes, and yeah, he's gonna run up the staircase. Pox, we go to you. A mad dash.
Yeah, how does that work?
Like right there?
Over the stairs?
Well, if I put your head right here. Oops.
Well, I guess not.
Slightly.
And you only went 30 feet, right?
He did. He only went 30 feet.
I'm gonna dash.
Oh, okay. All right. You do so. You put pedal to the metal and you dash, sprinting up the stone steps, hearing them clatter down beneath you as you get to the top. The dwarf stands behind one of the columns. She looks over and says, "That's one of them right there. That's one of the creepy ones with the goggly eyes."
I'm trying to kill it. Assist me. Don't let it pass.
She just puts a hand over her, around her waist sort of area, and another one sort of on the shovel, and seems scared, but gets what you're saying. She's like, "Yeah, I see the need, but maybe I'm not gonna." You don't know what she's gonna do, but she does join initiative.
And the path looks thin enough. I can't get on the other side of it, right?
Correct. Unless you were gonna climb over the walls. Yeah. Climbing speed. Double movement.
Can I climb?
You can do it.
Can I climb over it?
Yeah. You can do that. You're already dashing.
Jump. Yeah, just run, tackle it, but just that would be all my movement.
Yep. You can do that. That's legal.
All right, that's my turn.
You do so. You climb over. You land directly in front of the beast. I need to get rid of this other spiritual weapon. We
Not
go
very
over.
kind of you.
We go over towards the druid. And the druid here inside of the poison, his body withering and dying, he reaches out and tries his damnedest with his last action to try and save himself, to use his vampiric touch on you, Ghroga. And you know what he gets? A 12.
Oof. That definitely will not hit.
Finally.
Does not hit. As his body is withering away into nothingness, he doesn't have his legs any longer. He stands inside of the poison. You can see the rest of his body begin to shrivel up, blacken, and die as it fades away. And as he turns into
rolling up like a tube of toothpaste.
Yes, correctly. He's rolling up like a tube of toothpaste, crumpling it, imploding onto himself. And once that withering is done and he completely fades away, everything of what he was, all of his essence, has risen into this one singular, silvery, blinding light in the sky atop of where you guys are at. It seems horrific. You believe that this is definitely a humongous surge of energy and potential beyond the likes of what you're expecting from something like this. He's essentially sacrificed his soul to create this bomb-like thing, and you know that it is going to go off momentarily. You have only moments to get to safety or shelter. Xanthar, we go to you.
Liamon's tiny hut.
It is a casting time of 1 minute.
Shit.
However, you do, ironically, happen to exist underneath the cavernous roof. You are in cover.
Xanthar's tiny hut.
You are in Xanthar's tiny hut.
Yeah, but it would have eliminated all of the poison, and it would have probably pushed the rubble out of the way because it springs into existence around you, so it would have pushed all that stuff off me.
You could start it.
A minute.
Yeah.
A minute? That's too long. I think we're gonna have to rest at this point because we're pretty much torched.
Yeah, 2 combats in a row is usually pretty bad for a D&D group. You're on combat 3.
For the record, I recommended a short rest. Just
You
wanted
did.
to throw that out there.
You absolutely did.
I
Fine.
mean, I could do Twilight Sanctuary, but that's not gonna save everyone.
I can take care of Ghroga and me. I'm gonna cast Fire myself, and I'm gonna carry us out of here. So
Alright, I
you
cast
just take
Twilight
care of
Sanctuary.
you.
Very well. You cast Twilight Bullshit. And as you end your turn inside of the rubble, you immediately regain temporary hit points to shield you from any incoming danger. Solana, we go to you. As you can sense more energy, more arcane power than you ever have in your entire life inside of that silvery blinding orb. And by blinding, I mean genuinely you cannot see past the orb as it just shines everywhere. And you know that the depth of its destructive power is great and almighty.
Yeah, it doesn't look fun. I'm going to...
Oh, hey, Xanthar also takes poison damage.
Hopefully less than his temporary hit points.
Yeah, it is.
It's 11. 11 poison.
Yeah, damage wouldn't be anything.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter. Because you have the powers of Twilight Bullshit.
What am I doing? Okay. So I'll
Liamon's
cast...
tiny hut could be pretty sweet too.
It's perfect for resting, which we should use when we rest right after this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll cast Fly myself, I will grab Ghroga, and I want to kind of carry us, not in that immediate circle, and try to start winding around this building on the other side. I get 60 feet in movement.
You will be it'll be double your movement cost to fly with Ghroga.
Oh,
So your flight speed of 60 becomes 30.
Okay.
If you're cool with that.
Yeah, I'll still do it. I'll try to fly closer to the ground in case I get too much damage and have to fall, but Also, I'll grab him and start flying down and away.
Very well. Ghroga, do you consent to being carried and flown for the second session in a row?
Yep.
Very well. You pick him up, and you go ahead. I think it was 10 feet of movement, so you've got another 50 to use, or 25 at this juncture.
Okay, I will do that. So 25. Let me get over the lip. Oh my goodness.
Ah!
Oh no, what happened? I
Where
don't
have you
know.
gone?
There we go, I'm back,
Tailspire,
I'm
work
back.
with us.
Okay, I'll go like, how do I move in theory down? Like there, but lower.
Control, you hold control, and then you can move with your mouse.
Cool. Okay, right there.
I know, we're relearning tool it uses in Tailspire all the time.
Why don't you fly me a little lower as she's flying me down, because I can go. I'll run.
I mean, I'll drop you.
Let me leave!
If you want. Just abandon me, it's fine. I'm trying to help
my
you,
gosh.
but you know.
Just make it into my little healing sphere.
I mean, I appreciate the help, but I'm gonna get the fuck out.
Yeah, I'll try to. Okay, let me see how I can do that. Okay, if I go more like, say 5 feet, drop 5 feet. Okay.
I don't really
How about there? You could drop from there, right? That's fine. Or maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Drop
I
him
can drop a
early,
little. I
and
can
then
drop a
get the
little.
rest. Just fly your 60, get out of there.
Oh
said
yeah.
he
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
need
Can I just drop him off there and then get a little more space to fly
I mean,
myself?
shit,
maybe?
at this point, fuck him. Leave him up there and just fly 60 feet
I mean,
away.
honestly, if he could just run and fly, I might just do that. Can I go back and do that now that I'm seeing this? Seeing this spot, I don't want to kill both of us. Okay.
Yeah,
so
sure,
We're gonna
here,
start with
It's- you
this
got
is-
it covered.
I was good if you dropped me off past the ladder.
This is where you started, I believe.
Okay. Yes,
sorry, right
that
there is
was.
where you started.
Just get out of here.
So,
Okay. Don't want to break it again, but I want to get like there.
right about there.
Okay.
That's about your 60 feet. Ghroga, you watch in horror as Solana lifts herself into the air with her magic, floats by you, reaches out her hand, but then says, "There's not enough room on the door. Only one of us can live." And she willingly chooses to leave you in the blinding ocean of peril, the cold, divine, arcane power that is soon to obliterate your life.
This is
I
for saying
believe
I would
in
cast
you.
Fireball on the party.
How dare you?
Is there anything you actually want to do other than my interpretation?
No, that's absolutely perfect. If anything, she feels really bad about it. She goes, she's like, "I'm so sorry. You got this. I believe in you. You just use those strong legs of yours. Oh God. Okay, bye."
I love it so much. Ghroga, we go to you.
Yep. So if I were to jump off of this 20-foot area here, 25-foot, is there an athletics check? Is there damage?
To do a long jump, you just simply it's your strength score is how far you move.
Right.
Yeah, so there's no checks involved. It's just movement.
Grab the rope.
I will say you do have a plethora of options, though they may not seem. It may be hard to distinguish that you have the options available. But you do have a lot of tools at your disposal. If you brain your way through it, I think you can make it. However, it's gonna take more than the ordinary. I'm just gonna do my thing. Also, Solana, don't think I didn't notice. You take 17 poison.
Yeah, the problem is I can't.
Okay. In reaction to that, I'm going to cast Shield on myself, which might sound weird, but that's because it generates for me 17 of my Arcane Ward, which immediately disappears because that's the exact amount for my Arcane Ward, but that's fine.
Yeah, you're good. Abjuration
Yeah, so
Wizard
now we're good.
powers activate.
Exactly.
Become tanky caster.
Mm-hmm.
So this bubble around Xanthar. Is that?
Yes.
The Twilight Sanctuary.
So the small bubble is his spirit guardians. The big bubble is the poison, and this is his Twilight bullshit.
Okay.
We have a
That's amazing. The ladder.
a series of bombs on Xanthar.
Yeah. So you want to go into the mantle, but not all the way to the core.
Yeah.
That's not necessary.
I'm just wondering if I can make a leap toward kind of where Xanthar is at there. Make that jump. I do see some ropes around the room. Is there one that I think I could jump to and like not take damage, just grab and then drop down pretty easily?
Yeah, you could theoretically do that if you wanted to. You could walk over to like this area here, hack and slash at the rope in front of you, and then as it's falling down, grab it and swing. Why
So
not?
I've got 10 feet, so I can do a long jump, right? Because I need 10 feet.
Yep. Now, here's my question. Are you moving through the sphere of divine damage?
Oh god, that's there too. Jeez.
It is right in front of you,
There are
yes.
too many spheres.
There are so many spheres. Here, let me do this.
No, I don't want to move through that. For surely don't.
That
want
is
to.
death.
Yeah. So I think I want to go around this way.
Yep, that's still 10
this
feet.
Yep, this rope that's right down here,
Yep.
right below me, kind of to my left. I'm going to jump down and try to just grab that rope as I'm to break my fall, and then just drop.
Sure, I'll give it to you. You jump over 10 feet, you clasp onto the rope, you sort of boing. I'll even give you an extra 5 feet of movement for it. That's 25 feet of movement so far.
An action dash as well. Let's see, I do have 30 movement.
Yep.
So, see right there, and then if I were to dash, did I quite get 15 more?
Yep.
Oh, I have 15 more.
Hide underneath the rubble.
Puts you at 40.
So,
that puts
I'm
you at
there.
55.
If I'm there, am I in Xanthar's, but I'm still in the poison? Is
Yeah.
that,
Correct. You're in the
poison.
poison and the Twilight bullshit.
And I can't get out of the poison, so I'm gonna have to end my turn there.
All right, you gain the benefits of Twilight bullshit, and you take this amount of poison, which is 14.
What is the Twilight poison or Twilight Sanctuary? Twilight Sanctuary provide?
That Xanthar needs to roll that.
10? Okay.
You end your turn just around the wall, making your way hopefully out of the reach of the death ball. The Nothic begins its turn. It looks over to you, Pox, and then it says to you, which essentially translates to, I can trade you my life for dark secrets.
What dark secrets?
All manner of ways. And it's sort of... But you have to keep me alive.
What can you do for me to trust you?
It shows you your secrets in your mind. It reflects them back to you.
How big is this thing?
It is human size. It's like Gollum. So it's like
Oh,
yeah, it's a human, or it's a
I was gonna
humanoid
say, get in my
creature.
bag.
The bulky pack there you have now, Pox.
Wow. I didn't notice that when we went down into that room.
Weird.
Negotiations are in play.
Provide your secrets, and I can promise you, you shall see no harm by my hand.
How wounded do you look?
Me?
Yep.
Oh, I'm healthy as heck.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I thought. You haven't really been touched that much. He tells which translates to, I cannot give you what you seek and also hope to live. I may be a monster, but I'm not a fool.
Do you call me a liar?
Absolutely the fuck I do. I know who you are.
Then you know. Seek my memories. You know I will do whatever it takes to obtain what I need.
Will you let it search your memories?
Yes.
All right. It will dig through your mind with its alien powers, latch onto memories of your past as a plague doctor, and it says, "I seek to be cured from what ails me. Perhaps we can be of assistance to one another."
I think an arrangement can be struck.
The creature will then attempt to move past you and like nod.
What can I'll hold him real quick. What can I do for you, friend? What ails you?
I think this probably goes beyond 6 seconds. Probably already has. So you gotta let him pass or not.
I will let him pass to the other side of me.
Very well. Then he is going to go onto the other side, and then he is going to like turn around to look at you as if to say like, "Come on, we got to get out of there." And then he's gonna keep moving. We'll go to the dwarf, and the dwarf, seeing this happening, points to you and says, "Liar!"
What?
And then she's gonna just kind of, go back over here, pick up the shields and stuff, and defend herself. Go to you, Pox.
I heard all of that too, by the way, right? I'm like close enough.
The conversation between you heard Pox's voice, possibly. You can do a perception check. You would not have understood the Nothic because it just sounds like inane gibbling or gibbling, or giggling or whatever. But you can hear the dwarf say liar. She definitely screams that.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, I'll give that to you. 14 is good enough.
Okay. Just my nosy self wanted to know, so yeah.
Nothic.
Uh-huh.
I request the knowledge to which you have promised.
The creature
A small sample of the wisdom you can impart. I have upheld my end thus far.
Creature looks to you and says, "What I am is not what you see before you is not what I truly am. Work with me to cleanse this, and you will have all the secrets you wish. In this, we both win."
I would like to do an insight check.
Go for it. It is your action to do the insight.
It is. 25.
He seems honest. Seems to be truthful. He seems like he's got his cards on the table. This is his way out.
Very well. Which way are you headed?
He points down.
The beast resides down there.
He points up.
We can arrange up. Yes. Very well. After you, we shall go up. And yes.
All right.
I'm gonna watch where he goes. I'm right behind him.
We go back to the druid's turn, and as we reach the druid's turn, there is a supermassive detonation of divine energy that explodes out throughout the entirety of the caverns down below here. The whole room shakes and dust plummets down. The ceiling begins to collapse in strange places. The water immolates from the divine light as it goes across the room. Anybody who is not behind cover takes 100 divine damage as the thing ruptures and potentially murders anyone inside of its radius. But thankfully, everyone is out around the corner or hidden underneath rubble. And congratulations, team. The last blast, as it ruptures through the rest of the hall, you can hear it one final whisper of this torturous arcane weapon of power. Tune in next time on D&D. That's where we'll end today.
Man.
Survived.
That poor Nothik in the barrel, though, just got incinerated.
The barrel protected him, actually.
But you see, I was going to save this for next time, but since you mentioned it, the last thing that actually happens, the explosion goes off and Nothik takes the barrel lid off and goes and puts it back down.